Hello, hello, welcome to today. And today's message is for you. Today, the day that you come across this message, this reading, this post, this is my little offering bowl here. I go out and collect the blooms from my prolific rose bush. And did you ever see that show? It was in the 70s, 80s. It's called what was it called? The Friendly Giant. And every episode, he would set the tiny little furniture chairs around the fireplace for guests that were coming over. And I don't know, I just always loved that. There's something, I always loved miniature, is what it is. I just love miniature things. Okay, it just allows you to play with your imagination. And so I'm going to say, first message for today is to tap into your creativity. Okay, creativity is something that knows no bounds. Okay, so don't limit yourself by saying you're not an artist or you don't know how to draw or you're not creative at all, even in the very least. Well, you are. There are just way more avenues of creativity than just artists. Okay, you can be creative with your cooking, your approach to life, the way you think, the way you speak, the way you just go about your day. Did I say dress? The way you dress, the way you decorate your home, um, and even being able to recognize things that you like that are artistic. It takes a certain level of a creative vision, creative mind, creative eye to see, to recognize. Okay, so don't limit yourself on what is the definition of creativity. Okay, that's my spiel on creativeness. Okay, let's go into the reading and see what this first message from the Arcturians wants to tell us. Confirmation. Okay. The Arcturians just want to give us a confirmation. The energy of confirmation tells us that our consciousness is developing rapidly. Everything we think is actually confirmed. If we think or live based on fear, this fear will indeed be confirmed. Develop your power of thought and create what you really want. Then your wishes will be confirmed. It's not the result that is important, but the path towards it. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. So it's like the minute you say, I'm not creative, artistic, whatever, you are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You are making a declaration. And so therefore it will come true, right? It's like closing a door and locking it, just being like, I can't walk through this door. And you just close it. And then you're like, see, the door's closed. It's like, but you close the door, right? So be aware of your intention and the power of it. Okay. Because it is very strong. And I think especially now, and if you're trying to manifest something, but you keep getting in front of it, you keep closing the door upon it with your doubts and your fears, you are setting yourself up to confirm yourself. So if you are going to be right about anything, be right about the thing that you want, not your fear around not getting it. Okay. And when it comes with other people, other people have free will. So you can't be like, if I think about this person enough, they will be mine. Oh, yes, they will be mine, right? Hagalas, again, interesting. Okay, 10 messages. Okay, I got distracted, so I don't know what I was saying. But Hagalas is the scorpion. The scorpion is not soft or gentle. She is, however, vital to the natural balance of life. Without her sharp sting, to clear the weak, stagnant, and diseased, life would never be able to grow back, stronger and renewed. Hagalas is a freezing storm, but its hail and ice will melt, becoming water to nourish new growth. The first rune of the second et, it represents the beginning of a testing time. Only by weathering the storm will you develop and grow. Also called the mother rune, it can be a destructive force of nature. The storm out of your control can feel painful and unfair, but this disruption or unwelcome change will bring positive transformation and long-term goal. Okay, disruption, endings and beginnings, transformation, radical change, and completion. So this really speaks of like the death card, right? Of this release of the old so that the new will be born. And so that's beautiful. And the more you can accept these things and not hold on to them, recognize them as a necessary part of the process, the easier it will be for you, your nervous system, and the transition into the new thing, right? Like an ice storm or a blizzard or a hail or whatever, and you had your heart set on gardening all day, but then this thing happens, this blizzard, hailstorm, and so you're forced to retreat. You're forced to go within, and your garden, you're watching from inside as your garden is covered with these tiny little pelts of ice. Um, and you're not fighting against it. You're not going out there trying to pick up all the little ice bits. You're just allowing, and shortly after the sun comes out, it melts those little bits of ice that then nourishes your garden. In your garden now, you don't have to water it, right? It's overflowing. So you get that, right? Release and let go of what is happening as well. Don't resist the things that are happening. Okay, and Anzus is the raven. The highly intelligent raven is always alert, and like the god Odin's ravens, Hugin, Thought, and Munin, Memory, who are his eyes and ears out in the world, he is always collecting information. Flying high, he has clear sight over all. You can hear him calling out as he passes on messages of both good news and warning. Warning, there's a hailstorm coming. And Zeus is the rune of Odin, of the divine breath of all creation, and is also called the messenger rune. In a reading, it brings a message of divine inspiration, creation, formation, and transformation. We got two transformations here. It indicates the strong presence of your ancestors and ancestral line. Anzus represents the arrival of a revelation or insight. Language, with all its uses and power, is central to this rune. Communication, insight, divine inspiration, order, and true vision. Okay, so really picking up on trust those signs and synchronicities, especially when doubt and fear is pushing up against what you are intending or trying to manifest. Um, and you're getting all these signs and synchronicities, but your mind's like, oh, that's just coincidence, and that must mean something else, and I'm not even going to recognize that as anything, or whatever you're doing, right? We have free will. We choose how we receive, and this is kind of validating or confirming that these messages are indeed your confirmations, your little winks, nudges, and pokes from the universe, from your higher self, from your ancestral line, your spirit team, your ascended masters, all of the above, trying to give you strength and support wherever you're at on your journey. Okay. Trust it. Trust it. And don't be so fixed on people, places, and things, right? Allow the universe to bless, surprise, and awe you in any way that it feels is right, right? In any way that is meant to be for you, for your highest and greatest good, timeline, and self. Okay. So let's see what kind of confirmations and messages and other little signs, synchronicities, things that are for us in this reading today. Oh, got some flippers. Okay, so, oh, beautiful. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so let's just get out. Everybody out. Everybody move over. Okay. I get all excited. Okay, so we've got the consolidating your energies and your resources, your thoughts. I'm really getting like this um, clear away all the unnecessary things surrounding you and your wishes, desires, and manifestations, okay? Because they are not adding to the whole, they are taking away. Okay, because you have the Seven of Cups, which is luck and overflowing, and the Four of Wands, which is stability, security, emotional abundance. This is union, divine celebration. This could represent like a marriage, um, just stable joy, overflow, lovely, lovely gorgeousness. Okay, the four, the balanced, right? Four legs on a table makes the table sturdy, and this luck overflowing. Okay, and I feel like this is a direct result of consolidating your resources, of removing anything that no longer serves people, places, and things, thoughts, emotions, limiting beliefs, right? Remove those things. This could be your doubts and your fears. Take them away so that all the energy of hope, love, and faith are the most prominent. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like these are your doubts and fears, okay, that are holding you back from taking your leaps of faith, from trusting um, in yourself, the divine, all of the things, okay? So, this is kind of validating this card here. And this going within and looking at the things that you have. So this could be like really considering your doubts and fears and limiting beliefs. You know, sometimes we have to go all the way in and back to the source. Where is this limiting belief coming from? Why am I not able to trust in the unseen, to trust in my inner knowing, to trust my own sense of self and ability to manifest? Right? So this is the introspection. And I think this between this recognition of the doubts and fears and this going within to recognize, this is what is going to fuel, take like your luck and your joy. Okay. Let me see here. Okay. So the Hierophant speaks about um, like a commitment, a lifelong commitment. Okay. So this can be lifelong commitment to yourself, first and foremost, to release yourself from the things that hold you back, right? Um, this um, dedication to being a life student or a lifelong student. Um, and there's that balance between student and mastery, right? It's also this position of knowingness, okay? This like wisdom, standing in the center of your mind, your higher self here, looking out of the third eye. Okay, and this one here is the masculine and feminine moving towards or away from the heart. And I really believe that this is moving towards the heart, okay? This is why you're able to self-reflect, because you're going in and you're feeling and you're seeing and you're giving yourself the space to feel and see. And that's really important. Okay, let's pick these two. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so we got the Two of Cups. This is love, union, supersizing, two overflowing cups coming together, supersizing and creating a tsunami with their overflow. Okay, this is balance. This is internal peace. Okay, this is what happens when the masculine and feminine move towards the heart. This is what happens when they're in there. Okay, and then this is also a result of, this is basically the tsunami. Okay, when these two cups come together and overflow their tsunami, they create love, hope, peace, compassion, joy, prosperity, and gratitude. Okay, so that's beautiful. It's almost like I was going to say, like taking these two cups away, or maybe the doubts and fears holding back from this. I don't know. Let's see what the other cards say. Let's see what the other cards say. So the King of Swords is the action discernment king. Okay. And I kind of feel this connection between the King of Swords and these swords that are holding this person back. And because this love, this union, this thing here, there's something going on here, but I feel like this Hierophant in between has something to do with all that there. Okay, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So this one is the experience, the pathway that leads to your intuition, the pathway that you take, the versions of self that you leave behind as you transform into a version of yourself that is tapped in, connected, and overflowing. Okay, this is like your pathway to the Ten of Cups. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, wow, look at this. We've got a balance here. This is like angelic protection, spirit team, gorgeousness. Okay, so this is the temperance card. It's got the masculine and feminine cups, and this angel is um, tempering. Like, I'm thinking of like tempering eggs, right? You got to put a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time to mix and blend, and then you're good to go, right? So maybe that's what this King of Swords is doing. There's like a tempering of self to not leap, jump, and fly too fast and furious. And this is ancestral. This is ancestry. This is like messages from the divine, from your spirit team. And it's almost giving me like this following those signs to your Ten of Cups here. Okay, let's see these two. Okay, transformation. So this is what the king has done, has transformed, created boundaries for themselves. And I feel like this is the tempering process. And the celebration. This is your divine spirit team celebrating you picking up what they're throwing down, so to speak. Okay. Let's see where, who, and what, and why, and how. Let's see here. So we've got the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands, okay? Destiny, truth, and intuitive, stable, confident shiner, okay? She's the one that's not afraid to speak her truth and to be seen. As an example, just being authentic, okay? And this Destiny, Sword of Truth and Destiny. I feel like this queen, with her discernment game, her willingness to learn and temper and transform, is what's brought her to a place where she can be confident and authentic. And so does the Ace of Swords work over here? This truth in the messages that you are receiving and the destiny of you getting there, being there, doing there, recognizing, seeing, feeling, trusting, and going within. I'll allow it. Because that's part of the doubt and fear, right? Are those signs and synchronicities that I'm seeing actually signs and synchronicities? Are those things that I'm picking up? The nudges, the inner knowings, the song lyrics, the divine timings and things, are they actually messages for me? And this is really saying, yes, the truth, right? So here we have excess, excess to share or excess to hold us back. And I feel like it really depends on our point of view. Okay. So I'm going to stick that one there because it feels right with the consolidating and also luck, but also can hold back. And your ability to recognize, see what is too much and what needs to be released and what needs to be shared, right? With this Hierophant here. Because we've got this boater with his oars, and then they've got extra oars in the boat. And what they do with them is up to them, right? So this consolidating your resources, this recognizing, like, if I'm just rowing around forever with excess, it's not doing me or anybody else good. First of all, they've got extra weight in the boat. So eventually, it's going to tire them out rowing around with this extra weight. But also, um, they're not taking the opportunity to share, right? Maybe they're rowing around and there's other people in other boats and they don't have oars. And you could very much be going around and, being like, here, I got extra. Why don't you take a couple of these, right? And this is that overflow, the sharing. And because I linked this with your discernment, it's like knowing who and when to share, who to share with and when to share what. And this consolidating, this going within and recognizing, like, oh, these two here are extra. I can totally share that. Energy is meant to flow, to ebb and flow, right? And so it does nobody any good to hoard things. And as an avid collector of all the things myself, that rings true to me, right? Like all this space of holding things. And, I'm not interacting with it, and neither is anybody else. And so it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. I'm just one person. So that consolidating your energies, that's like unused energy, untapped energy, or a little hole that is collecting energy that could be flowing around and going into other places, right? So yeah, excess can be a good thing or a bad thing, depending. Like if I was actively creating, let's say, quilts, and I had an excess amount of fabrics, that's okay because energy is moving around. Those fabrics are being used and moved, and it's in activation mode, in activity mode, right? But if I've got a ton of fabric and my machine needs servicing and hasn't worked in 2 years, and I haven't been in the room in, a year and a half, it's no longer, now it's just absorbing, it's just holding, it's just taking space. Oh, okay. So we've got this King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands. Okay, so the King of Wands, oh, we got the King and Queen of Wands here. So, I mean, it feels right to put the King above the Queen here. Not that kings are above queens, they are on equal platforms here, just in this reading, okay? But the King represents the action taking, okay, towards love, um, towards leaps of faith once you remove those doubts and fears, right? The queen, she is the one who sees out of the third eye. I mean, the king also sees out of the third eye too, but she's the one that knows, um, and he's the one that does. Okay, this is why there's the masculine feminine balance, right? And why we have both within. One is the recognizing and knowing, and the other one is the acting and doing. And both have this discernment, okay, and this temperance. So yeah, this may be like a self-inflicted pause. Okay, and then we've got the 10 of Pentacles. This is all of the abundance, the beautiful, beautifulness, okay, and it coming in quickly. So I want to put this energy here because with the consolidating and the going within to recognize self-reflection and this heart resonance, this balance of the masculine and feminine within the heart, this is all creating movement, moving your energy, okay? And so I feel like, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is pretty much all in this area here. But I guess it makes the most sense over there because it can work both places here. But this is like your emotional abundance, and then this is the physical abundance that comes afterwards. Okay, because as within, so without, right? And it's connected to this union of the feminine and masculine in the heart and the stepping stones to get there, right? Because we're talking about 10 of Pentacles, and Pentacles are very much about slow moving energy like earth, things growing. They take their time to get to their most gorgeous state, like a apple tree needs to go through its seasons before it bears fruit, right? And it might need to go through several seasons before it gets big enough to produce the kind of fruit abundance that this 10 of Pentacles is talking about. But this is like long lasting, right? Like this tree has been growing for years and it's finally producing fruit, right? And this whole family down here, generations, are enjoying it. So it's really making me think of like when you heal yourself, you cut away and strip away those old genetic conditionings and patterns and unhealed wounds and stuff like that. You're actually healing your timeline, your ancestral line. Lovers. Sorry, I was looking up when that fell, trying to find the words. You're healing across your ancestral line, okay? And I think that, oh, I just got full body chills. I think that that is a beautiful thing. And it's what feeds the fuel and releases you from all the karmic ties. It's like every generation that doesn't deal with their karma passes it on to the next generation and to deal with. And you know, this generation, you if you're here, you're one of the high vibe tribes, okay? And you are dealing with the karma of all the generations before you. If you haven't um, already, right? Like you're in the process of it. And also, what happens is the generational rewards from each generation also gets passed forward. And I mean, we don't necessarily go into it to do it for the rewards, right? We just want to be free. We just want to feel and love and be true and our true authentic selves, okay? And so all this, the boons that come with it is just extra. They're just perks. It's like um, show them what they won behind door number 2, right? And it's like you win peace, stability, emotional freedom, blah, 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 and this bonus prize, right? Like abundance and love. Okay, and so the lovers here, this is that divine union. This is that 2 of Cups. This is the King and Queen of Wands, okay? This is the emotional abundance and that balance and beautifulness that 2 hearts beating as one come together. They become like an unstoppable force of nature, okay? And like a power couple on all the levels, like 2 sovereign beings, 2 overflowing cups coming together and then supersizing, and then their overflow just ripples out like a freaking tsunami across the world, okay? Kind of taking out everybody that they only the tsunami is a good thing in this scenario, okay? It's love water that washes over, energetic love water, okay? And this is very much um this this is like the new earth. This is the new life. This is the transformational state. It's beautiful. And that overflow with everybody who witnesses, recognizes, sees, or are in proximity to receive, feel. Beautiful. Aww. And I actually kind of saw it out of my third eye when I felt a card drop, but I was looking up. I had this like little quiet voice. I don't know if I kind of dismissed it as a longing, like, oh, you know, it'd be so funny or awesome if the Lover's card came out. And it did. So there's that like confirmation, right? Of like, trust what you feel and what you know or feel, trust the signs, trust the synchronicities. You're a lot more tapped in, tuned in, turned on than you give yourself credit for. So start giving yourself the credit, okay? And even if you're not like that kind of person who gives themselves credit, just at the very least, don't doubt it. Don't dilute it. Don't take it away. Don't make excuses, right? It's like when you got People's Choice Award and you're called up on stage and everybody in the audience who voted for you are all there and cheering you on and you get this reward and it's your speech time. Just say thank you and appreciation, right? And gratitude. Don't be like, oh, you guys are probably just doing this because like somebody paid you, or you think that is what I want, or don't try to make excuses against why. Just bow. Just take a bow, take your reward, and move on with your life, okay? With gratitude and love. Gorgeous. Okay. I'm going to go through one more time. I'm seeing the momentum card. So this is about maintaining a momentum, right? Of trust and faith. Don't allow the doubts and fears to trip you up and turn you around and stall out your momentum. Momentum is super huge in the energetic world. Okay. That's it from that one. Let's get some messages from the Wild Unknown Spirit Animal Oracle deck. So these could represent you, your energy, someone in your energy field, or person, place, or thing in your energetic field, areas that we need to consider, look at, let go of, all of the above, right? Just like all these messages. They resonate with you. They will resonate without a doubt. You'll feel them. You'll know them. You'll see them. Or there'll be little seeds that'll kind of drop in the back where you're like, and then, they'll come up throughout your day or whatever. And then before you know it, you're like, hey, wait a second. And yeah, that seed sprouted for you, right? Okay. And of course, because this is a collective reading for a group of unknown people across all space and time, just take what resonates and leave the rest, right? There might be several, all, or one or two little messages for you here. So just keep that in mind and don't try to force anything to fit. Okay. What's this one? The Firefly. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Undergoing great change and transformation. Wow. See, confirmation. We got two transformative situations here. This is that transformation. Beautiful. Okay. The energy of, no, that's the butterfly. Sorry. I got too excited and I went to the wrong one. Butterfly, undergoing great change and transformation. Okay. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. There we are. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. All right. That's funny. There are no accidents, right? So that was meant to be. The butterfly is transformative. Okay. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars. Gorgeous. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. This high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the Firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is Firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem or draw, okay? So this is confirming the channels that were coming in at the beginning about creativity, and not to limit yourself or hold yourself back from any sort of creative idea or inspiration or thought that comes into your mind. Don't close the door. Like if you suddenly see an image and are inspired to create in one way or another, don't be like, oh right, I can't create, so then you just close that door, right? Like really just move towards it with this trust, this faith, and allow whatever comes out. Don't judge yourself. Don't be like, I can't even do stick figures, so I'm not an artist. Well, neither could Picasso or Pollock or whatever his name is, who did the drizzly dribbles on he was considered an artist. And he wasn't drawing portraits and realism and stick figures or whatever. He was just expressing through drops of paint, okay? Like, there are so many ways to express your creativity. Poem, poetry, yeah, right? It creates brainstorms. Just having a great idea about how to bring people together, how to make something work more fluidly. Like, there's so many different things, ways that creativity can come out and be expressed through you and your heart and your balance. Okay? Love it. Love it. Okay. Okay. Let's see if the crystal cards want to throw down any confirmations for us. 16 and 38. Freedom, choice, empowerment, and change. From the beginning of your life, you learn by interacting with the environment around you. These interactions with the people, places, and events in your life have shaped your understanding and perceptions. Your emotions have been created by a lifetime of experience and often respond unconsciously to external events. This can create a challenge for lasting inner peace. Okay, this is why that up there is happening. Okay, you are guided to carefully select the thoughts and emotions you empower as they define the quality of your experience. Allow feelings of appreciation, gratitude, and love to replace any unhealthy thoughts in your mind. Embrace the freedom of living in the present moment and transcend your conditioned emotional responses by connecting with the source of universal love. Beautiful. So many gorgeous confirmations. Okay. We'll take it. And community. Connection, friendship, and common goals. You are a spiritual being on a path of self discovery. Observe with compassion the many souls simultaneously engaging in the sacred journey of life, with each person expressing their own ideas, beliefs, and perceptions. Learn from your shared connection with all walking this path and appreciate the contributions of each individual. There is much value to be gained from sharing with others. You are guided to join a group, volunteer your time, or seek out a new experience. Connecting with others of similar interest will enrich your life and support continued growth. You are a beautiful expression of divine energy that is celebrated, supported, and unconditionally loved. Gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful, yes. Okay. I guess the fairies want to come out. A couple of them stuck to the bottom of the mushroom deck when I picked it up, so they're like, us, we got something to say. Okay, what you got? What you got for us? Just do a little shuffly shuffler. Oi. Okay. Let's ask the fairies. Oh, that one went flying all the way across. Is that the one? Okay, that's too many. Okay, that one. Okay, that one. Okay. Okay, fairies. This one over here went flying. Okay, we've got, is that a 31? Undressing of a salad. Balance. Avoid extremes. Achieving the impossible. Being impossible. Things are in motion and the outcome is impossible to predict. Isn't that just true to form? A cool head is required to deal with this, as is a readiness to jump in whichever direction seems appropriate. Exercise cool judgment while staying ready for the unpredictable. Sudden changes of fortune may appear, good or bad, but they are in flux and can be rechanneled if necessary. Develop poise, stay calm. You can come out a winner here, but it is likely to take concentrated effort. Use power with delicacy and discretion. Okay, and I think this is confirming that in the beginning, this like whatever you are focusing your attention on, you're giving energy to. Okay. And so remove the doubts and fears, consolidate your energies, really go in and see which thoughts are serving you and which aren't, which old belief systems are serving you and which aren't, right? Okay. 14 is the maiden. She's so cute. The maiden signifies new beginnings and growth. You couldn't ask for a more auspicious card than this if you are beginning something new. Spontaneity, joy, growth, exhilaration, and promise for the future are signified here. We must note also that in the early stages of any process, there is vulnerability and a need for protection, shelter, and guidance. And there is also a magical impetus towards Burgeoning. Burgeoning. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to say this word. This is where my autism gets the better of me, where I take things too literally and or speak words wrongly. Oh, I guess I can't say it because I don't know how to say it. Okay, hold on. How do we spell it? B U B Berg. Where is it? Berg Berg Gion Ning. Oh, I need the volume.
Burgeoning.
Burgeoning. Beginning to grow or increase rapidly.
Burgeoning. Burgeoning.
Burgeoning. Is that what I said? Burgeoning? Okay. Burgeoning. Burgeoning. Okay, what's the word? But there's also magical impetus towards burgeoning growth. Trust the process, but take care of the details as well. The maiden is also the inner child who needs to be under supervision of a competent inner adult in order for her to feel secure and loved. She is not happy when we spoil her. Consider what is growing in your life. Make a list of your hopes, dreams, and plans. Look for the growth within you and think about how you can cherish and nurture that. Bless the growth you see around you. Yes, focus on the things that are going in your favor and do not give any of your attention to the things that aren't unless it is to change, right? To purge. Like when you recognize that your um, overflow of crap is just taking space and stifling up your energy flow, then focus on removing that, right? But don't focus on, oh, it's up there and I really should do something. Don't focus on thinking about dealing with it. Just deal with it. Okay. And then 3, the guardian of the gate. Ooh. Passage to new life, openings and gatekeeping. Drawing this card indicates that a passage is being made to the beginning of something new in our lives. It speaks of new opportunities and new openings. Passing through this gate may lead to a physical journey, a mental or an emotional one, or a journey of the spirit. It always leads to adventure. This gateway will also lead to significant change in our lives. The passage through such a gate changes us. The gate we face may not seem like much. The decision to enter may not seem to be a matter of great moment, but the presence of the guardian gate tells us that something important is happening. It indicates that going forward through the gate is no small thing, but something to be approached with awareness and prayerfulness. We are embarking on a new phase of our lives, and there will be no going back once the gate has been passed. This is the kind of transition the guardian of the gate leads us to, always to irrevocable change. We may, of course, ask the guardian of the gate for guidance and protection on your journey, and we would be wise to do so. Alternatively, the presence of the gatekeeper in a reading may indicate that the current is being asked to help open a gate for someone else, to help provide an opportunity for them. The job of a gatekeeper or gatekeeper's assistant is merely to open the gate, not to push people through it. Okay, and it's bringing me back to in the beginning with the, speaking your resistance into being, right? Like, I can't go walk through this door, and so you close it, and then now you can't. That self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So you just, instead of assuming that you can't do a thing, instead just take the step through and see that you can, right? Okay. Okay. And then should we do a mushroom card? Sure. Why not? Why not mushroom card? I had a cordyceps tincture tester, and it tasted like raisins a little bit. It's really interesting, but it's like a 6-hour sort of pick me up. I'm sure it does all kinds of things on all kinds of levels. I'm just like, mushrooms. I'm a mushroom advocate for healing, for food, for all of the things, for photos. I could take pictures of mushrooms all day. Yay! It's my favorite mushroom. Celebrate. This is the delicious mushroom, also called the dancing mushroom. Yeah. Maitake. Maitake. Yay. Okay, maitake. It's also known as the hen of the woods because of its feather bottom-like appearance. Maitake is the Japanese name for dancing mushroom. Love it. I mean, you can feel free to call me Maitake if you like. I will answer. Okay, it's time to celebrate. Something you have been working towards is nearing completion. All your hard work will pay off, and this will be the start of something new. Could you imagine if all it takes is for you to just walk through the door, right? Just walk through the door. Recognize your desire to want to close it or come up with reasons why you can't walk through it. Well, I've never walked through a door, so I can't. Like, whatever the reasons are. And instead, just do it. Just walk through. Okay. Whatever this celebration means to you, this card is one of the most positive and auspicious in the whole deck. Okay. We've got auspiciousness all over this reading. A sense of achievement is a beautiful feeling and something you can be proud of. So remember to celebrate your wins, no matter how small. Yes. Pour your attention and energy into the things that you want more of. Knowing how much you have achieved should make you feel proud. Understand there is no need to look for external gratification to show you your self worth. Yeah, you're not waiting for somebody else to come in and be like, you're of value, you're worthy, you're wanted, you're picked, you're whatever, right? Like, do this for yourself. This is that masculine and feminine within moving towards the heart. Okay, this is that internal balance. This sovereignty of self. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, where are we? When we feel we have achieved something great, this shines from within. So allow yourself this time to shine like a million suns. Okay, firefly. Um, do not feel you need to dull your shine to make others feel around you feel good. Celebrate and let those who truly care for you celebrate as well, because you are glowing. Dance for joy, knowing that because of this achievement, a new beginning is on the horizon. You might dance for joy when you finally find something you've been looking or hoping for. This could mean a new job, a partner, or a pet. Many things in life should be celebrated, and it is important to keep the celebratory joy blowing. Once it is here, nurture it. Don't let it go unnoticed. Always remember how important it is to you. Yes, yes, and yes. If you get more of what you focus on, then focus on all those things that fill you up and make you feel light and bright and fan freaking tastic, okay? Oh, ooh, ee. I just want to celebrate with some rose petals. Confetti, rose petal confetti, okay? There we go. Now it's a party. Okay, let's get a kitty confirmation and then we'll call it a day. We'll call it a beautiful day. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And okay, cozy home. Meet Shrine. He loves to curl in a fluffy ball of appreciation and take in the calm, cozy expanse of his home. Create a sanctuary of peace and inspiration. Let go of objects that don't make you happy. If there are broken items that you have been meaning to fix, unused gifts, or remnants of a passionless hobby, send those things on their way. Clear the space and surround yourself only with the things that support you and make your heart sing with the joy of being alive. Light a candle, open a window, be thankful for all that you have, sit with Shrine in your lap, and honor your home. Gorgeous kitty confirmation. Patience. Meet Snug Puff. She transmutes our restless urgency and are we there yet complaints into an appreciation of what is right now. Let go of everything that will come after this moment and have faith that you are exactly where you need to be. Draw a circle around the present moment and relax into it with Snug Puff curled up on your lap. Sometimes we need to believe. Sometimes we believe we need to be at our destination right now, but there's so much to be learned and discovered right here where we are. Let's be patient with ourselves, our loved ones, and the world around us. There is time. Yes. And resilience. Meet Golden. He really knows how to absorb the sunshine even after some rough patches. He has faced the lonely, hungry alleys, losing those he loved through both chance and betrayal. He allows his feelings of sadness, grief, disappointment, and failure to flow through him and pass, as everything does. He is present with the fullness of life, the complete spectrum of experience. Even in the deepest, coldest night, there is a golden sun in his heart to sustain him. Trust in your resilience. Keep moving, keep accepting, and keep growing. The tide is turning. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. Look, he's like a freaking firefly here, shining with the light of a million stars. Okay. Wow. I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, there's the gorgeous, fantastic, amazing reading for today with full of confirmations of transformation, of release, of being in the moment, of being authentic and balanced and true and trusting and joyous. Okay. Focus on releasing all those things that are interrupting your flow and dance. Dance like nobody's watching, dance like everybody's watching. Just dance and have fun and enjoy and sow more beautiful, beautiful seeds of love. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. If you made it this far, you are a high vibe tribe. So, yeah, love you, appreciate you, and I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye.